2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now this defense for the Lions much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You talk about this Lions defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
3rd and short, Ritter.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll start with the option.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To throw on 2nd down. Hooker.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Hooker going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hooker. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking to throw on second down. Hooker forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hendon Hooker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ritter from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 3rd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They find some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Throwing on first down. Hooker. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he returns this to the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Going up top for Miller.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So we have reached halftime in what's a
Final
six-point game
being made
at the break.
in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football
Jonathan
in Detroit.
as our EA
And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Flushed out right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw. Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards in. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Ritter back to throw.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris.
Down the right sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ritter now.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Ritter will set up to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker, throw left side, complete. That's Gibbs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Hooker. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's got a man, complete.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 83 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Hooker. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter looks to throw it. Able to find Patterson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's Ritter.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Ritter.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice little gain.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Just the 1 timeout to work with, but plenty of time on the clock as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Ritter.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter looking to throw it here.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Ritter. Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Throwing now is Ritter.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A final shot now for Ritter.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson finding the end zone on the game's final play. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to.